The premiere sold out. 600 people on Thursday gathered in Melbourne to watch a film that its makers say is the one the Australian government doesn't want you to see.
There's sickness, disease, infections. It feels militarised.
You go from looking after people to saying, if you come here, we're going to make it worse for you than if you'd stayed where you came from.
Eva Orner was living in Los Angeles when Australia introduced its tough policies towards refugees. Appalled by what her government back home was doing, she felt she had to act.
Horrible things have been happening, unconscionable things, and we're not allowed to see them. And I thought we needed to show that to the Australian public and to the world.
The governments of Australia, Nauru and Papua New Guinea ban filmmakers from visiting their refugee prisons. Chasing Asylum mixes mobile phone footage smuggled out with interviews with former staff.
They're not given opportunities to participate in normal sorts of activities that children require for their development. Failing to thrive is the medical term. So all of it is really harmful for children. But it's considered, the price that's required to stop boats.
And the policies have stopped boats like these from coming. Politicians and millions of voters think that's an important success, protecting Australia's borders. This crowd, though, was having none of that.
I think that's what the politicians have tried to make us all think, that, well, it's either the boats or the camps. You can like it or lump it. Do you like the fish or the steak? But there's other options.
It does actually seem quite hypocritical to me that we're willing to essentially put their lives to risk in other ways, often through self-harm. But, we do it all in the name, apparently, of trying to save their life at sea.
The rhetoric is just spoken so often that people forget that there's possibly another option.
The film launched a human rights arts and film festival that will tour Australia for the next 6 weeks.
Simply by being at this premiere, people here are in effect showing their support for refugees and their opposition to their government's policy towards them. But these people are not representative of Australians as a whole. Most reluctantly support their government's policy as a necessary evil. If this film can get a broad audience, its makers hope, that will change. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Melbourne.